All right. I will call the meeting of the Village Beach Park Village Board to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Gus.
Present.
Trustee Jensen.
Here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Trustee Addison.
Here.
Trustee Sittig is absent. Trustee Wells.
Here.
Attorney Arevalo.
Very good.
Mayor Hucker.
Here.
And Clerk McDonald, too.
All right. If you would rise and join me in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd ask for public comment, but we don't seem to have any public. My wife was taking care of her mother tonight, so she's not here. Move on to the consent agenda, which includes the following items. Approval of the Village Board regular meeting minutes of October 13th. Bills presented for payment in the amount of $164,565.71. The Public Safety and Finance reports for September of 2022 and the Annual Treasurer's Report. Is there anything the board would have us consider separately?
Move approved, Mayor.
Second.
Motion by Trustee Jensen, second by Trustee Miller. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Anderson.
Aye.
Trustee Wells.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have nothing to report from the mayor's report. I'll move on to the trustee reports. Finance Committee, Trustee Jensen.
Our next Finance Committee meeting is the 16th of November. We met last night and discussed, the main item we discussed was a potential study of long-term study for planning for water rate with respect to the long-term needs of the village, maintenance, upgrades, that sort of thing. And there'll be more to come later. It's still under study. That's all I have.
Thank you. I'm going to back up to our consent agenda, the treasurer's report. I failed to make a note. You have an updated version on your desk, which includes a couple of Scribner error corrections. Peggy and I are looking for this guy still. We haven't found him, but there's a correction on the second page of dates, and those are highlighted, I believe, in your report. So just for clarification's sake, it's substantially the same except for those two dates, or completely the same except for those two dates. All right, thank you. Parks and Recreation, Trustee Gust.
No report tonight, Your Honor.
All right, planning, zoning, building, whatever else you got, code enforcement.
No report, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'll save you in trouble.
Public Relations and Intergovernmental Committee, Trustee Miller.
Well, I think we had a trash pickup along North Avenue by the Our Lady of Humility Knights of Columbus on October 15th. Is that
Nice.
correct? Yes. I saw the bags out along North Avenue. Somebody picked them up. I assume it was Public Works. Well, they're the ones that have dedicated themselves over the years to taking care of North Avenue. So just an expression of appreciation. We hope it continues. And even though I wasn't able to be there earlier tonight, I probably should have mentioned prior that the village is looking at negotiating a new waste hauling contract. So I hope things went well. Somebody can bring me up to speed on it.
It was a all-out brawl.
A melee?
Yep, it was a melee. Yep. And that's why you got elected to be the negotiator.
Mayo. Okay, that's why.
yeah.
All right. There had to be a reason.
The bottom line is whoever we go with, there will be a fee increase.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's been
right.
7 years since we signed the contract.
Sadly to say, but yeah, that's the way of the world right now. At least. So that ends my report.
All righty. Trustee Siddick is not here. Public Works Committee, Trustee Addison.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have nothing to report on the agenda this evening. Otherwise, other than just the obvious that the streets have been clear of snow.
Oh, you had to say that word.
The
Oh,
crew is doing a fine job so far.
first time this season. It's out there now.
There's a few mornings where it's felt like snow and it scraped the windows a little bit. It's coming, but they're ready.
We're ready, yes.
Awesome. Beautiful. And we're still doing brush pickup through
Through
middle of
November 15, yes.
November 15th, correct.
No report for the TIF committee. Move on to staff reports. We've got one item. It's a resolution authorizing agreement for engineering services, HMG. Who wants to?
I will take that, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay.
Before you is a agreement from HMG Engineering for engineering services for the village. Earlier this year, we were approached by our HMG, letting us know that they were dropping the R and becoming HMG, and that is the reason why this proposal is before you. The name change obviously affects our contracts with them, and therefore they provided a new contract as well as new pricing. We have not seen new pricing since 2015. So this includes that, and we're hoping that this will be renewed on a yearly basis going forward.
So they dropped a letter and they're going to charge us more for it. Oh my God. Oh boy. I look over at that guy because he can't say anything. All right. Very good. We have the resolution before us. Do we have a motion to approve?
We'll move.
Second.
Motion by trustee Gus, second by trustee Miller. Discussion?
I had one question. Has our attorney read the standard terms and conditions that are attached to this?
I believe so, because when I spoke with Jim, he didn't have any.
Well, I just had one question under clause 15, reuse of documents. They reserve right of ownership, and my question was, do we not have ownership rights to the reports and things that they prepare on our behalf?
You know, in my experience, that's typical of engineers and consultants of this nature, that because of the, what I would call the intellectual property components of it. You whether you do that, but you certainly have access to the documents.
Well, for instance, if they do drawings for a road project and some later date, we hire another engineer to do an extension to that road or some other similar
You
kind of work.
certainly have access to the documents.
We, right, and they're claiming no responsibility for subsequent use. I got that, I understand that. But we should have the right to use that as, if we're going to connect to something they built, obviously we need to be able to use those drawings. Or we're going to put an elevator in this building, we've got to be able to, there you go. We're going to put an elevator in this building. We need to be able to have the architectural drawings and
Correct.
work off from
Correct.
those and electrical drawings, that sort of thing for the building. So we need to own, for our use at least, those documents.
Right, and what I say is that, again, typically the contracts do have language where they have ownership of them, but you certainly have the use of it.
And
In our-
that's why I asked if you read that. On my law
That is
degree, I never
consistent with
finished law
practice.
school.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, that is consistent with practice. I always see that. You get the, like all the engineering agreements, or if you're doing construction projects, they will keep ownership of it. But certainly you have access to them and you can use them for purposes. I think the point of it is that they don't want to be responsible. For
well, no, I
somebody
completely understand it. Yeah, I
else
got
doing
that.
So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
You've answered it, but I'm still not sure. What you
Right, I mean, it is
It's mud, but
practice.
it covers the ground.
It's a practice thing. Yeah.
Well, I doubt they'd ever bring a claim if we were to use, again, the architect for this building, where you use his drawings to help design the elevator.
Right.
I rather doubt he'd bring a claim for that.
All right. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Abstain.
Trustee Wells.
Aye.
And Trustee Gus.
Aye. Motion carries. Anything else from staff tonight?
That's it. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. We have no old business. Is there any new business to come?
I had a couple of questions of our administrator. Recruiting. Have we any news with respect to your recruiting efforts?
We have one applicant for code enforcement officer to replace Mark, and we haven't scheduled an interview yet. We did interview 2 community development directors, and we're working through background checks at this point. Hopefully, we're hoping to have something out
Are
earlier
you
this week
excited
as far
by
as
either
offers.
of them?
I'm sorry?
Do either of them excite you?
Yeah, they're both qualified in different ways. One is more qualified on a broader background for the entire community development responsibilities. So, but they're both well qualified in building and construction.
And you did hire somebody else for the.
Yes, we have, right. The administrative assistant for community development that handles all of the, will end up handling all of the paperwork, the code paperwork, building inspection in support of Tracy in the community development department. Adjudication efforts, all of those documents, rental certificates, zoning certificates.
He or
Yeah,
she can help
just
explain the
started
garbage rate
Monday.
increase.
Pardon me?
He or she can help explain the garbage rate increase
Yeah, congratulations.
and field all the calls.
I don't think she has experience in that, unfortunately, but she did have some banking experience.
And she is working already. She's been hired, so.
If this person identifies as a female.
I don't know that.
Oh.
I am presuming that.
Well, you
because
use
our
this
name tag-
pronoun.
Her name is
Pronoun.
Cynthia Jimenez.
Yeah. And yeah, we don't have pronouns on our name tags. In fact, we don't even have name tags, so.
Oh, well. Okay. And, the other question, it just was a comment, and that's for those of you who don't watch the social media, the Village Inn, we had a little contretemps there last night, I guess. Stabbing. And Linda's not here, otherwise she would have brought it up.
Yes,
Walk to the beach park. I just love to see us in the news.
yeah,
That's all I have. Thank you.
okay. We again have citizens wishing to address the board, but we don't have any citizens. No cause for an executive session.
Mayor,
Yes,
it'd be my pleasure to offer a motion to adjourn.
we have that motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
2 seconds.
Nice.
One on each end. Yeah. All in favor?
All right.
We are adjourned.